Here we go. To the Bat Cave, Robin.
Holy guacamole, Batman! Look at all the bats!
Steady on, old chum. We're almost there.
Wow, what a ride! To the Batcave!
Indeed. Time to roll out.
Look, bats are following us!
Our loyal allies, full speed ahead.
Holy flight formation!
Welcome back to my channel, and my name is Jim. Today we're going to do 3 more phases of the 66 Batmobile by Fanhome. Interior is mounted, looking good. Today looks like we're going to start on the firewall. I think there's a battery here and some radiators. And with that, I'm going to bring you down to the overhead and we'll open these up and get started. Try to make it as quick as possible. All right, here we go. All right, the first one we're going to open is, let me set these aside, is phase 84. Of course, I didn't cut it down far enough. Bring this back out. Let's take it out of the packing. All right, nothing there. Firewall is plastic. Looks like we have one hose and a couple of connectors. Looks like a pretty simple stage. Alright, so it says building the fuse block, or box as it says. Looks like we take this one. We take this one. It can only go in, let me see, one direction. There. That's in. You hold this like this, take this one wire and mount it to this peg. There, that's in. So far, that's what it looks like. And that's all there is to do in that stage. We don't even mount this. Let me set this aside. Let's bring over phase 85. All right, dump these parts out. So we have some, looks like battery caps. They're in yellow. It's also a battery lugs. Got some TP screws. Another hose, or actually it's probably a wire. Here's the battery. That's the style battery they had back then. First is telling us to take this bracket here, hold it like so, And we are going to mount the battery. And that's held in with 2 TP screws. They are a flange screw. All right, there's the battery. And of course it tells us to put all the little yellow plugs in. All right, let's take the first one now. See if I can't get it put, there you go, perfect. Perfect. Going in like butter now. But still enough resistance where they're not going to fall out. Okay, there's that. And we also take the 2 battery lugs. They can only go in one way. So if I take one and put it here, how that works. There. It's one in. Just opening it up a little bit. Let's try this one now. There. Strange the way it comes over towards the top of the battery. That's done. And it shows us mounting this with 2 TP screws. Looks like it goes like so. Yes. 2 TP screws in the rear. That's one. There. They want to start too. All right, battery is mounted. Next we take these 2 pieces. Now we bring this over, holding this like so. Goes like this. This here is going to mount that direction. Again, it can only go in one way. There. That's in. Next we're going to bring this over and put the other hose, or actually it's a wire. It's probably looks like a coil. That's going to go the same way as this one, and it's going to mount right here. That just pushes in, no screwing it, and that's the way that looks. That's going to be turned upside down like this. That's going to be mounted to these two holes here. Like so, and held in with 2 TP screws. There, that's in. Now it shows coming off this. It must be a solenoid. That's going to go across here. That's going to go onto this battery lug right here. There. There's the one battery cable going to the solenoid. And that's all there is to do in this stage. I'm not sure what this is. I didn't see it on there. Let me see here. Let me go back up. '85G. It is a starter motor. Rear of the starter motor. Oh, goes right here. And that just pushes in like that. There. And that's all there is to do in that stage. And I got one more pack to do. I'll set this aside. We're going to bring over the last pack in this one, which is 86. This phase. Oh, that had a line that was not in the box. All right, let me dump these parts. Got this piece here. That's a power steering reservoir. We got this piece here, which is, what is that one? That is power steering, part of the power steering gear. It's for lines. There's 2 radiators, another distribution, some hoses. And we have a long hose here, which I have a feeling, not sure what. Let me open it up here, get a little. Let me take the power steering reservoir. This piece here goes on the front, like so. Can only go one way. It's tight. It'll go. Okay, that's in. Then on the side, this other valve goes in. And that can only go in one way. There. Okay, there's that. That gets mounted to the firewall. Right here, like so. And that's held in with a AP screw. Hold it from that side. There. That's in. Then we take the two radiators with these knob parts sitting up. They go here and here, like so, held in by AP screws. Let's do one at a time. There's a lot of plumbing on this one. Still trying to figure out what Ford's idea was with these little radiators. All right, that one's in. Let's put this one in. One. Two. All right, there's the firewall so far. Let's see what we do now. So it looks like we're going to take this tube here. We'll be cutting it in lengths and mounting them to these pegs. One gets 70. One gets 100. Then one gets 95. And the last one is 75. All right, let's see how this works out. 100 goes right here. Next one goes right here. Just like so. The 95 goes on the outside here. And then the shorter 75 goes on the inside. There. And that's all there is to do in that stage. We have these two hoses or wires left over. This is ready. I guess next we'll be putting it into the car itself. Until then, I'm going to be signing off. That's all there is to do in these 3 stages, or phases as they call them. Until then, take care, peace. I hope everybody's well out there in model making land, enjoying building, whether it's 1/24th, 1/25th scale, or it's 1/8 scale. Until then, take care. I'm out of here. Later.
See you in the next video. Please like and subscribe.
I gotta get